Do you have a list?
I do.
A list.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
What people don't know is that when Gina presents these lists, this is a list she's researched and compiled all on her own.
Oh, yeah. I didn't find this list
No.
already put together. It is a list of foods that presidents throughout history love. Now, some of these will be straightforward.
Their favorite dish.
Favorite dish.
Okay.
But some of them are a little odd.
How many U.S. presidents have there been?
Well, we're on 47.
Yeah.
Or is it 47?
I don't know if I have a list of all of them here, but let's see.
You did the research.
Andrew Jackson liked tenderloin with Jezebel sauce. Now, it's a chicken breast, chicken tenderloin.
All right.
Yeah.
But the Jezebel sauce,
What is that?
which sounds great, actually,
Well,
it's a tangy, spicy mix of pineapple, apple jelly, horseradish, mustard, and a hint of black pepper.
Sure. Sounds good.
You will not be surprised to know that Thomas Jefferson's favorite food was French vanilla ice cream.
of course.
Well,
He
yes.
spent a lot of time in France. Barack Obama's favorite food, chili.
Really?
Just chili.
Just straight ahead chili.
With or without beans?
Oh, that's the question.
Give me a
isn't
bowl
it?
of chili with, make it con carne. Con carne.
Martin Van Buren liked a good boar's head. Now, not like the
Like a
boar's head
whole
deli.
bo-
Like
oh.
a
Like a head of a boar.
Yeah.
Before becoming president, Martin Van Buren had a globetrotting streak, especially during his tenure as the minister to Great Britain. His frequent travels gave him a taste for British customs and cuisine, including a boar's head adorned with a crown of holly at the holidays.
I understand the meat on the cheeks is really tender.
James Polk liked ham and cornbread, like ham in the cooked into
the cornbread.
Yeah.
Sure,
Oh,
why
yeah,
not?
you can do that, sure.
Let's see. We have Chester Arthur liked turtle steak.
Chester A. Arthur.
Sorry, Chester A. Arthur.
Turtle steak.
While this might sound unusual today, turtles were sought after
Yeah.
dish back then. Arthur particularly enjoyed pairing his turtle with a side of macaroni.
And turtles were used for soup as well. Turtle soup was very popular.
Millard Fillmore liked resurrection pie.
Resurrection
Resurrection.
pie.
Let's see if we can guess what that might be.
What resurrection pie is.
I'm going to say it's a kind of an apple pie.
Resurrection pie is a hearty meat pie.
That's what I meant.
It was as practical as it was delicious. Traditionally filled with liver and steak, resurrection pie often served as a way to use up leftovers, making its exact ingredients a surprise with every serving.
Okay.
You're resurrecting what's left over.
Yeah. James Monroe liked spoon bread. Do you know what spoon bread is?
I've heard of it, but I'm not really
idea.
quite sure what it is.
While Yorkshire pudding might be the subject of friendly ribbing from Americans, the South boasts its own beloved counterpart, and it's just as iconic. Spoon bread, this fluffy, savory dish, was reportedly a favorite of James Monroe. Made with cornmeal, eggs, butter, and milk, and a pudding-like texture, requires a spoon to enjoy.
All right.
Abraham Lincoln liked corn cakes. Well, yeah.
Corn cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George W. Bush's favorite food was cheeseburger pizza.
Cheeseburger
Wait, I get
pizza.
2 foods in one.
Herbert Hoover liked something called caramel tomatoes.
Caramel tomato?
Sugar, like many staples, was a luxury during the tough times, which makes his favorite dish a little more surprising. Caramel tomatoes. Yes, you read that right. Tomatoes coated in sugar.
Yeah, my grandfather, that's how he ate tomatoes. Sliced tomatoes, and then he'd sprinkle a little sugar on them. Because they're I mean, if you think about it, tomatoes are sort of acidic, and that kind of cuts the acidic.
Franklin Pierce, the 14th President of the United States, hailed from New Hampshire and had a strong affinity for the American South. His Southern loyalties didn't sit well with many in his home state, but he didn't seem bothered, especially by his favorite dish, Fanny Daddies.
What?
Fanny Daddies?
You might not recognize the name, but Fanny Daddies are what we now call clam fritters,
Oh.
a beloved Southern staple for generations.
You get those at Hooters, couldn't you?
Fanny daddies? They were called fanny daddies at Hooters.
James Buchanan loved sauerkraut.
Who doesn't? I love sauerkraut.
John Tyler liked Tyler pudding pie.
What? Tyler pudding pie?
It's also known as chess pie. Have you heard of
yeah,
chess pie?
I've heard of chess pie, yeah.
It's this just says it's a rich, delicious dessert. Doesn't say what's in it.
It's like a custardy cream sort of thing.
Dwight D. Eisenhower, straight ahead, beef stew. Favorite.
Okay.
Beef stew. That's kind of people don't make beef stew much anymore, I don't think.
Woodrow Wilson, Virginia country ham.
Well, yeah.
Andrew Johnson likes something called Hoppin' John.
I want to say it's a bean and potato dish.
It's a hearty dish made with rice, black-eyed peas, tomatoes, peppers, and other vegetables, and enhanced with smoky pork for extra flavor.
Okay.
Ulysses S. Grant, rice pudding.
Well,
what is he, a toddler?
No, Ulysses S. Grant liked whiskey. That was his favorite food.
James Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
Squirrel soup.
Of course.
Squirrel soup.
A humble dish tied to his Ohio roots. Well, that might explain J.D. Vance.
I would have thought that James Garfield would like lasagna.
Reportedly his go-to comfort food, reminding him of simpler beginnings. It is just what it sounds like. It's
Squirrel.
soup made of squirrel.
Squirrels, yeah.
Let's see. Grover Cleveland like corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, I'm for that.
Okay.
Benjamin Harrison, fig pudding. Now bring him some.
Mm-hmm.
William McKinney like red flannel hash.
Mm.
It's a humble dish made from
Cabbage
beets,
and-
potatoes.
Oh, it's beets, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Calvin Coolidge, he liked himself a jelly roll.
Of course.
Let's see. Theodore Roosevelt, fried chicken. That's straight ahead.
Yeah. One more.
Taft, steak.
Of course.
William Howard Taft, the fattest president to ever exist. He
We
died in the tub, I think.
got ruling that President Obama's chili recipe
Yep,
does in fact have beans.
beets.
Okay.
And of course, it's listed on the PBS website.
Is it beans and meat? Is it beans con carne?
It's beans
Just beans.
and meat.
Oh, and meat. So it's
Yes.
So it
You
is
got
chili
both, yeah.
Proper
con
chili.
carne.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yeah.
Trump's hamburgers.
Yeah, hamburgers. I left that one. off.
Hamburgers with a side of kofefe. He's ready to have anytime.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
The show is so political.
I know.
Apparently, they make Hoppin' John at the Bayou.
Oh.
So you could
Yeah,
try that.
I've had it before. I thought it was red cabbage, but it's beets.